Good day, everyone. I am Janeline Elorun, and I'm going to discuss the 562 essay. So, there are 11 ways of essay and how to make good of essay. So, first, what is essay? When heard the word essay, what comes first to our mind? Essay is a written piece that is designed to prevent idea, propose an argument, express the emotion, or initiate debate. It is a tool that is used to present writer idea in non-fictional way. So first, comparing. The comparison and an essay compares and construct two things, that is to point out of two similarities and different of two things. So we have here the example. We each do the homework assignment, then we compare the answer, so therefore that is comparison. The second one is the relating. Cause and effect. The cause and effect essay is a form of argumentative essay that details the effect relationship between two objects. Example: a man offends his neighbor by insulting him. That is the cause. So therefore, his neighbor becomes angry, so that is the effect. Justifying. When in write an essay, to justifying means you are required to state the reason and prevent facts that support your view, and also to state an opposing facts and argue against them. So example, I might make a claim that the movie I watched wasn't very good, and will justify it by saying that the plot was low and the characters weren't likable, so that is justifying. Next is summarizing. A summary is a synthesis of the key ideas of a piece of writing, restated in your view of point, or in your own words, that is summarizing. The next one is generalizing. Generalization is the one writer's strategy through which human extend the characteristic of an element compared to the object writing. So, for instance, the elements can be people, animal, event, or other objectives. So that is generalizing. Next is inferring. Inferring from the words itself, it means that you are concluding of something which came from evidence or facts. Say, for example, number 1, the light of the facts presented what is most likely to happen, when the second sample is how Senator X be most likely to react to bomb explosion after the bar examination last September. As you observe that question related from the evidence, and the student will able to conclude, explain, and deduct based of the evidence. So another example, given the evidence, say which is more convenient to use the traditional cooking or the electric cooking. So just put on your mind that inferring is based on the evidence which you are going to conclude. Classifying, meaning the student will classify or group things and etc. Like for example, number 1, groups the following items are according to. Number 2, what do the following items have in common or another? Or another example is, what are the following cooking utensils have in common? So in this type of question, the student classify the cooking utensils and not the similarities of it. So the 8th one is the applying. In this type of question, the student will able to explain and apply the concept that he or she learned. Example, number 1, I'm using the principles of like algebra as guide. Describe how will you solve the problem situation. Next is number 2. Describe a situation that illustrates the principle of small is welding. So as you can see, the student should explain it. And also for me, of this type of question, or this is the one best testing of the student knowledge, because it's focused on application which are essential for learning. Next one is the analyzing. So in this type of question, the student should use their critical thinking in order to answer the reasoning errors and the following paragraphs. So in this first question, we observe that it really needs an analyzation, because he can able to identify and describe the following errors in the paragraph without analyzation of course. So the second example less and describe the main characteristic of unlike small welding. The next one is evaluating. Describe the strengths and weaknesses of the following using the criteria developed in class. Write an evaluation of. So the last one is creating, meaning the student should create by the use of the concept on their own or by the use of the concept that he learned. So example, make up a story describing what will you happen. It's so you are going to make your own story without given considerations in the given. Example number 1, design a plan to prove that. And another example, given the concept of validity, provide an example of assessment question in your own and explain why do you choose that kind of question. So kini diba nga example is we already learned about the validity and what are the things that make the assessment valid. So with this this question ma-apply na to atong concept nga na-learn. We're going to make our own assessment question. So, we observe this is the last one and the most complex of me because it's deal with your analyzation and critical thinking and also in answering so, but always remember that in critical creating, the keywords are we will make it in your own. So remember that the critical creating inyuha na siyang sarili or lagi you will make it in your own by the use of the concepts that you have learned, like sa akong gihatag nga example ganiha. In a restricted essay, the prompt asks for a specific response to compare and construct two different types of renewable energy source. The essay should be focused and direct, addressing only the specific points requested. The response should be concise and well organized with a clear introduction, body, and conclusion. The focus is on providing a clear and concise answer to the prompt. The next one is non-restricted or extended essay. In a non-restricted or extended essay, the prompt allows for a more comprehensive exploration of the topic. The essay should be longer and more complex, and not allowing the student to explore the topic in more detail. The response should be well organized and focused with a clear thesis statement, supporting evidence and analysis. The focus on providing a detailed and nuanced exploration of the topic, using evidence to support arguments and demonstrating critical thinking skills. So, the main difference between the restricted and non-restricted or extended essay is the scope and depth of the response. While both types of essays require a clear and organized response, a restricted essay is focused on providing a specific answer to a prompt, while a non-restricted or extended essay allows from a more detailed and comprehensive exploration of the topic. In a restricted essay, the prompt asks for a specific response to compare and construct two different types of renewable energy source. The essay should be focused and direct, addressing only the specific points requested. The response should be concise and well organized with a clear introduction, body, and conclusion. The focus is on providing a clear and concise answer to the prompt. The next one is non-restricted or extended essay. In a non-restricted or extended essay, the prompt allows for a more comprehensive exploration of the topic. The essay should be longer and more complex, and not allowing the student to explore the topic in more detail. The response should be well organized and focused with a clear thesis statement, supporting evidence and analysis. The focus in on providing a detailed and nuanced exploration or the topic, using evidence to support arguments and demonstrating critical thinking skills. So, the main difference between the restricted and non-restricted or extended essay is the scope and depth of the response. While both types of essays require a clear and organized response, a restricted essay is focused on providing a specific answer to a prompt, while a non-restricted or extended essay allows from a more detailed and comprehensive exploration of the topic.